Hello YouTubers and YouTubees, North Coast T here. Today we're working on a 2006 Chevy Silverado Cat Eye. More specifically, changing the intake, getting rid of all this clunkiness, and it droops way down there and all over the place, and so I'm gonna get rid of that. This is the 4.8 liter, and we're gonna change out this to a more direct cold air intake. Some people just call them ram air intake, some are cold air. This one actually has a little box around it to prevent it from sucking all hot air. So let's get after it. All right, this is the item we're installing today. It is the Spectra Performance. There you get a look at it. And this is the part number 9900. And that is all of the vehicles this one fits. This exact item fits. They have a bunch more applications, but this is the one we're working on today. We're going to work on the Silverado 99-06-485360. So, tools needed for this job are Phillips screwdriver. You don't really need that if you got your 5/16. These screw heads here are Phillips or 5/16. So a Phillips might come in handy on some of them, but so you might want to have a Phillips handy, a flat blade to help pry the old tubes apart, your 5/16 nut driver, 10mm extension and ratchet. First thing you want to do is take your 5/16 and get rid of this clamp here. I'll loosen it up. This one down here, this one right here. You're going to reuse this part, which is your mass airflow sensor, and then you'll get your, that's a Torx bit. We'll get this off. So let me get all that out of the way. It's pretty simple, just those two clamps, that clamp. Sometimes it could be a pain to wrestle this stuff off. You also got to pay attention, this clip here is attached to your air intake, so you'll have to pop that loose too. So let me get some of this crap out of the way real quick. So as I'm tearing into this, I realize some of these Silverados have a Phillips head, some have flathead. This one has Torx screws that hold this lid on. But what I noticed, you really don't even have to disassemble this and take your air filter out and all that. You grab this whole unit as one and just pull straight up, and it's just popped into, of course, once you get your intake off of it and your mass airflow sensor, I pulled that off. So you just pull straight up on this box, and it's just mounted in rubber, and it pops right out. So let me show you. I already pulled it up a little bit to get it loose. And then you just gotta maneuver it out of there. And then she is out. You can check your filter there. That one's pretty dirty. So I'm glad I'm doing this. And then, like I said, these are just mounted here on the bottom. These mounting points are just mounted into rubber. So this is one of them. This one has to come off and go back in. Alright, let me get that all out of the way. This stuff is disintegrating, so I'm glad I'm getting this apart, because that'll get sucked up little by little into your air intake. Well, it clogs up your filter anyway. This is what it looks like with that out of there. It was just those studs were going down in these rubber holes. Now this kit tells me to remove this airbox tray So I might do that. I'm not sure yet. It's got a nice opening in it, so let me see how this whole box sits in here. And I'm starting to dry fit the pieces parts, see which way I can go with them. And that part's next. So let me get that in there. This kit comes with this box to block off the air, and this slanted piece here is supposed to ride on your inner fender well, so it's not going to sit flush unless I take that tray out. So it looks like it's held in by 4 10mm, so let me get that out of the way. Okay, it's actually 5 10mm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I missed one in the shadow, so I'm getting those out now. Okay, so this box that I'm installing actually comes, in 2 pieces. So I installed these. These are just the 5/16, and they give you these bolts to install it and an Allen head. So I pre-assembled this just to make installation a little faster. And they give you this little mount right here that's going to mount your tube going across to keep it steady, and those are 10mm. So let me get that installed. This is what it looks like installed, and as you can see down in here, I reused the same bolts that were holding in the tray that was there. The tray was held in by 5. This is only held in by 3. So I got one there, one up in this corner there, and then it's hard to tell, but there's one also in that back corner back there. There's the 3. So, and this consists of, you got your filter, there's an adapter inside here, and be careful when you get that apart. There's a 2-piece, there's a rubber piece and then the plastic piece. The rubber piece I had to slide onto my mass airflow sensor to get it to be the same size. So I slid it on the mass airflow sensor first, and then put this plastic piece in here on it. So it comes with the filter, the hose clamp, your adapter, the rubber adapter, and then I reused this clamp here from the sensor there. And then it comes with this adapter piece here with 2 clamps, one for going on this side of it and one on this side. It comes with that rubber mount that you mount the line coming off the bottom of this tube. There is a support coming off the bottom. Let's see if we can get in there. You can't really see it, but you can kind of see it going across right underneath there. And then that mounts to that, and it comes with these 2 plates here for the air, to block off the hot air. Comes with the bolts to assemble that, this pipe, this clamp back here, and this elbow. Now they say this will work for the older version, which you have a shroud right here, so I'm gonna have to measure that and see if that's true or not. I have a Chevy 3500 that I'll measure that and see if it'll fit. It looks like it will clear, but I do have to check it out. And then my clip here was broken. It's supposed to have a stud coming off that you would run through this piece here, but the stud is missing that would hold your hose and everything in place. So it's not really going anywhere, but there's the finished product. All right, in China they must use different unit of measurement than we do, so some things needed some finagling to get in there, but it's installed. So you want to make sure you got clearance at the top of here when you close the hood. Sorry about the light, it got dark on me when I was messing with those little adjustments, but that's what it's supposed to look like. Make sure everything's tight and secure. This tube is secured down there. I think it's supposed to be on the outside of that rubber mount, but it would not fit there, so I had to put it on the inside. And then mounted that all on, and then tightened all those up, and that's it. It's all set. Hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please give it a like, and have a great day.